What's up, guys? How you doing today? And welcome to another episode of Nick's Fireside Chat. I know it's been a little while since we've done one of these, but I've been very, very busy. At the end of the day, we are a tool store. We have to get product posted and listed, and then sold, and then packaged and out the door. That's the first thing we do here. I can do these all day, every day. However, we have to keep the formula going. Do me a favor, guys. While I have your attention, like, comment, subscribe, and if you want notifications, ring the bell. Very important because I do a lot of premieres, and I'm there with you, answering questions and talking to yous. All right, guys. The last one I did, I was just going on vacation overseas, and it's funny because it feels like it's been like 2 years ago, and it was literally 2 months ago, or a month ago. I don't even know. But anyway, I'm back, and we left off, and I'm gonna start where we left off the last time. Okay. Oh, and for the record, today is Friday, and I'm flying to SEMA on Tuesday. And the reason why I go to SEMA is because I'm trying to not rekindle old relationships, but keep my relationships solid with a lot of our vendors, and try to find some new vendors we can deal with. I have my eyes set on a few different things, and I'm focusing heavy on the Japanese tool market. I will always try to deal with American companies first and foremost. However, like I've said numerous times, they're not easy to deal with. So anyway, that said, I will always do the best I can to bring new products to you guys. And it's funny, I had a guy walk in the store, not a guy, one of our, he reps lines. He reps 32 different lines. He came in here with a new product today, and it was a ratchet. And it was I don't want to say too much about it until we actually get them in stock. They were asking for feedback, and I gave it to them, and it was a very interesting concept. First of all, it was made in USA. A ratchet, and it was gold, and it was gearless, but there were some flaws to it, so the price being one of them. But hey, you guys want American made products, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if we're going to carry them or not, but we're at least going to try to offer it to you guys. Okay, guys want the Fireside Chat. Unfortunately, a lot of guys don't watch the Fireside Chat. Some of you do, some of you don't. So that said, we're still going to try to do them. I like doing them. So if I like doing them, we're going to do them. And one of our segments are going to be old tools. You see this tool right here, guys? This is one of the original Snap-on T-handles when the sockets first came out. This drive is not even 1/4 inch or 3/8. I think it's 9/32. I grabbed it at the last minute. I didn't have a chance to Google it. But this is a very rare tool. You don't see many of these. I know you have one in your toolbox, but some guys don't. But I have one. I have a full set of sockets that goes with this too. And maybe the next time I'll show it to you. I found this at a garage sale one time. And let me get my glasses on. I'll tell you what brand it is. This is a Reechet. Reechet. Okay, it's got a patent number on it. Made in USA. And what this is 3/8 drive. And if you turn this handle down here, the head spins. I mean, and you can put a drive in there too. It's probably not a bad tool to bring back. What's old can be new again, guys. Look at this thing. Sleek. But yeah, that's one of my tools in my collection. I have a lot of old tools. And a lot of times, I've been selling tools since the 80s. When I see some stuff that I sold back in the day new, when I see it, I buy it. Just to it stirs up some old past. So I do like to collect tools. Okay. Hey guys, I wrote this down, and this you should all listen to. I would love to own Twitter. I would love to own Amazon. I would love to own Louis Vuitton, Dolce & Gabbana, Jack Daniels. These are all things I would love to do. However, it's unobtainable out of my grasp. I can't do it. A, I don't have the money to get into it. B, I wouldn't know where to start once I got into it. When guys tell me they want to go into the tool business, it just boggles my mind. You know, you look at me and you're like, oh, well, hey, you're doing fantastic. You sell a lot of tools. You have a nice car. You have a nice house. You have a nice business. I want to do that. This is the worst business you could possibly get into. I was talking to an old friend just yesterday. We had a little bit of a situation. And, you know, and at the end of the day, he was like, I thought it was easy. It's not easy. None of this is easy. And I warned you. And if you're doing well, God bless you. That's awesome. But like, I would hate for anybody to get into this business because I told you to, and then you lost everything. It's not what I want to do. This business is a cesspool. All right. The last I left off, I was doing my transition from eBay to Facebook. All right. I found a Facebook page, it had 14,000 members. I went on there and pissed everybody in the world off. Apparently every tool dealer in the country was on this page, and I pissed them all off. But at the end of the day, I was thrown off the page probably 20 times, and they kept on letting me back in because I was entertaining, to say the least, and I was giving away some free tools at the time. And I grew the page to 46,000 members. At that point, it became, you know, I had a friendship with the guy that started the page, and we decided to strike a deal and let me acquire full ownership of the page. And we'll leave it at that for some monetary value, and we did. At that point, the page was at 56,000 members by the time I acquired it. And I blew it up to where we're at 198,000 members now, 200,000 members. And it's funny because when I told my wife, I was like, listen, I'm gonna buy this page, and it's gonna cost me this. And she's like, are you out of your mind? You're crazy. Don't do it. And it wasn't a lot of money, but it was money. And she's like, you're crazy. Don't do it. And we did it. And at the end of the day, I came out swinging the first week or two and saying to myself, worst case scenario, I'll at least break even. And this is probably 6 or 7 years ago. And for the record, I finalized this deal at a New Jersey Devils game sitting in the stands. But anyway, it's been good. It's been a lot of work. And was it worth it? I don't know. It's at times I question if it was worth it or not, because you give up a part of your life to get where you think you want to be. So, I mean, like, at the end of the day, was the squeeze worth the juice? You know, I've got a lot of gray hairs, a lot of aggravation. Because when I first went on Facebook, every dealer for every brand was on this page, and they all hated me because of what I was doing. And I was fighting with every dealer every day for 2 years until I took the page over, and then I threw them off the page. Like, what? Of course, what anybody would do. Why would you compete with somebody when this is your platform? And I always said to people, if I went to Home Depot with my tool truck in the parking lot and set up a Milwaukee display in the parking lot of Home Depot, I would be in jail. If I knocked on a window of my local landscaper's truck and said, hey, I want to cut lawns, how do I start in business? I would have been shot. But, people on social media tend to think of things differently. So we got on Facebook. We had a lot of members. We were selling a lot of tools, and at the time we were on our kitchen table packaging tools. Kitchen table, like I said before, went to our laundry room. Before you know it, that was too small. So then all of a sudden we took our whole basement over and built this beautiful shipping room in our basement. Because people think it's easy to sell tools. It's not easy to sell tools because now you got to get them to the people and you got to ship them. I spend more money on tape and cardboard boxes than the average person makes in a week. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But these are part of the business that nobody wants to think of. I mean, like we're sitting at lunch today, me and my son, and we're just right hand to God, we're discussing packaging tape. Because packaging tape it doesn't matter what you pay for it. You'll never get the same tape twice from any vendor or manufacturer. And when it comes to tape, you go to tape a box up with shitty tape, you'll need like 7 or 8 runs of tape to tape it shut. Good tape, you'll need 3, 1 across the top, 2 across the sides. So you're using double the tape to tape a box. These are things people don't think about, but it's part of the business. Yeah, if you ship 1 or 2 packages a day, it doesn't matter. But when you're shipping 100 packages a day, it matters what tape you use. It's crazy, but this is what your life becomes. And at the end of the day, was it worth it? You know, it's not. So we got very busy. I was having a party at my house. And one of my best friends, the guy and his wife, who I went, Billy and Joanne, I don't want to say guys and his wife, Billy and Joanne, we went to this last vacation with across Europe. We were having a party at my house. His daughter was there. Her name is Victoria. And she's at her party and she's seen us, what we're doing on Facebook, and she's like, hey, why don't you hire me? And I said, VC, I'd hire. She was a beautiful girl, young, about the same age as Nick, I think a year younger than Nick. And she's like, why don't you hire me? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So I never, because she's a very pretty girl, very bougie girl, and I never thought I'd ever see her, not again, but I'd never see her after this conversation about work. And I was like, yeah, I'd hire you in a minute. And she goes, when do I start? I said, you start tomorrow morning. She's like, okay. Next morning, VC's at my house, ready to work. And she worked for us for 2 years, and she helped us build our business, helped us build our brand, and became like a fantastic Jersey Discount Tool employee. She was doing all kinds of skits and funny stuff, and really, really enjoyed seeing her every day. She was, and if some of the old guys on here will know, VC was a lot of fun. And I missed her. Not that I missed her because I still see her. But what happened was during COVID, she decided to stay home. And when she had her free time at home, she took a real estate test and is now a real estate agent. And she's one of the most successful real estate agents in our area. And currently looking for a house for my son. So it all worked out good. And, when I see her, I just love to see her. It makes my day. I love EC. And, she's family. Okay. So, Facebook has been good to us through the years and was still a big part of our business. But however, through the political bullshit and elections, Facebook kind of fell off. So we knew we needed to do more to grow. And then we branched off to Instagram, YouTube, and our last but not least, TikTok. And TikTok's been very good to us. And if you're not on TikTok, you should. I mean, listen, I know it is what it is, but TikTok's a lot of fun. It's fast. We post 2 videos a day on TikTok, and YouTube's kind of hard because I got to sit down. I got to find this. This is going to be a 15-20 minute video. And I'm going to sit in this seat for 30 minutes, 10 minutes to set up, 30 minutes sitting down, 10 minutes to break down, and a half hour to edit. So it's just like TikTok is like fast. We do 2 a day. It literally takes a few minutes. So if you're not on it, get on it. We have a lot of followers. We're at 65,000 followers on TikTok. If you're not on, get on. TikTok's a lot of fun. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but give it a shot. And that said, Black Friday's coming and we're going to go crazy. So jump on it. Don't forget that, So now we're on Facebook. Things are fantastic. We have a phone app. We have a website. We have Facebook. And business is good. We're like making a lot of moves and things are great. And, it's like what do you do? What's the next step in business? I mean, it's not that it's easy, but it's easy to sell other brands of tools, Milwaukee, Gear Wrench, Vim, Calvan, Steelman. You can sell anything. It's easy, but you're pigeonholed of what you can sell and how much you can sell it for, because we're like, we have a gun to our head by these manufacturers saying what we can sell for. And we're in the middle of starting a class action lawsuit against the company that, and don't think it's Milwaukee, don't think it's Gear Wrench, because it's not. But another big company, we're going to start a class action lawsuit against. We're in the middle of doing it. It's not easy. We're trying to get more people to jump on board with this because it'll be a better lawsuit. And I'm not doing it for money. I can give two shits about the money. I don't care about the money. I care about what's going on in corporate America, how these companies put a gun to your head and my head and say you have to pay this for it. Why? If I'm willing to buy that tool for this and sell it for this, why do I have to sell it for this? It's not fair. It's not fair to you guys. Okay? And that's what I'm fighting for. So you can think I'm an ignorant douchebag, loudmouth, but I just want to sell tools. And when somebody says I can't sell a tool for a certain amount of money, I have a problem with that, because it's against the law. There's a federal FCC law stating that they can't do that, but they try. So I'm going to try to get a class action lawsuit, and I want my name on it, and I'm gonna do whatever I can do. I have 3 lawyers working on this. Trust me, I'm not done. So there's that. But like now I'm to the point where I don't want to sell other people's tools. I know I have to, but I don't want to. I want to sell my own tools. And we, at this point, have over 75 tools, 80 tools that are our tool, branded with our name on it. And it's funny, today I had 3 cases of tools come in today, and it was cool to see the box actually had, the cardboard box had Jdtco with our logo on it. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. They actually took the time out to put our name and logo on the box that came from the other side of the country, of the world. And it wasn't China, this was Taiwan. And before you judge me about selling Chinese tools, guys, I will buy every tool made in America I could. But these American companies do not want to play ball with a little guy like me. They won't return a phone call. They won't take my money. And it's very frustrating for a guy like me. So I have to go to China. I have to go to Taiwan and bring tools in with my name on them. I would rather buy American tools. And when that said, you're watching this video on a Chinese phone or a Chinese computer, I can assure you, okay? That's just the facts. And that said, I got to count one day, but we probably have about 60-70% of our tools are made in the USA. Our most popular product, our bat straps, are made in USA. Our cleaning product, our tool detailer, is made in USA. Our hand cleaner is made in USA. All our boots for our cordless tools and our air impacts are made in USA. So when somebody says to me, oh, your shit's made in China, guys, it's not. It's not. It's easy to point your finger, but remember they always say, your finger of blame doesn't point at you. Okay? And that's the old Jamaican proverb. You're judging me on your Chinese phone, Chinese computer, and I fight every day to get tools made in America. And that's what we're doing now. We're switching over to Japanese tools. We've been very successful with the Vessel line, and we just took on the Nipros line. That's been very, very successful. And we're trying to get Coke to play ball, but they're not exactly the easiest people to get in bed with. But like I said, I'm going to SEMA, and I'll have words with them. I'll call them out. That's another thing. When I go to SEMA, I got a bullseye on my head and back when I walk around SEMA and Apex, because I am the guy that the industry doesn't like because I call them out here. I call them out on TikTok, Instagram, for all the bullshit they do to you and me. And they don't like me, but I don't care. When I have a plier company getting mad at me because I want to change the color of their handles, they get mad at me. Come on, man. Anyway, guys, listen to me. At the end of the day, all I'm saying to you is this. I like making money, and I'll never deny that. I always say the first thing I'm here to do is sell tools. But what I'm trying to do is change corporate America for what they're doing to you guys. It's not fair in the end. They manipulate the market and inflate the prices, and that affects you. Okay? If I buy it for $50 and I'm happy to sell it for $60, why do I got to sell it for $80? Why? Why can't I get my savings and pass it off to you? Think about it. Is it fair? It's not fair. It should be illegal. Actually, it is illegal. And that's why we're going to start a class action lawsuit. I promise you. I'm not done with any of this. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. And like we always say, come for the price and stay for the show. And I hope you enjoy the Fireside Chats. And we're going to do more of these down the road. And hopefully we can get more time to do more stuff. Peace!